any other advice that you would give to this audience, to builders who are interested in going whole hog in? We'll start off with Josh and his thoughts.
For builders, I would say that you are experts on how to deliver safe and durable housing units that represent the largest investment that individuals make in their entire life. You are handling a level of trust that is really seldom placed in individuals' hands. By incorporating new technology and leaning into performance, you are not creating additional risk, but you are creating additional value for your home buyers. And by leaning on nonprofit organizations and educational institutions to really pilot new technologies and to test new technologies, you can rest assured that these technologies are safe and they are durable, and they're something that you can put your brand on.
For the rest of you, what are some other advice you'd give for this audience?
Well, I think integration is important to realize the real value of prefabrication. So you can't, you have to have the design part of it. You have to be able to take that product in the field and make it happen. I think one of the things holding back prefab is that there's a lot of builders that actually, it's forced on them by owners the owners want the prefab, but the builders don't want it. So they kind of penalize, there's a cost penalty there. It gets marked up like anything else in the house, but it gets marked up a lot. So I think actually what you're doing, Ted's great. So like you have, you're integrating the design and the building and the field crews, and it's all kind of happening at once. I think that's a great model.
And we did that because we started off with architect design houses that, they would maybe design one SIP's house, or the engineer would engineer one SIP's house. And so we had all these projects that just had piles of lumber in them. They just weren't efficiently designed for a panelized product. And so we realized pretty quickly, like, engineering's the key, like having an engineer that knows SIPs and understands it and how to make it efficient. And then design is part of that key, making sure that you're not asking the SIPs to do things that it doesn't want to. Sure, you can do anything with enough shear walls and nails and beams and things like that, but how do we make it lean and cost effective? And it's a material that performs well in certain circumstances, so how can we let it kind of guide our designs? And so that's where we started designing our own places to make them that much more efficient to put together. That many less parts. If you can cut the number of parts in half, you double your, how fast you can build the place. So
there's some schools and universities all using this technology. We've done 111 schools in South America. Those are all charter schools in the top left. They're all net zero, net positive when we add the solar. And then a university at the bottom. I'll say this to the builders. Look, I didn't create this statement, but I read it. We didn't leave the Stone Age because you ran out of stone. We left because of innovation and technology. And I'll give Autodesk all the credit for my industry and where it's moved in BIM and 3D. It started with Autodesk and Revit. When architects and teachers start teaching the new way of construction in the architectural level, it works its way to the builders and developers. It really started there. I use another phrase that's in our presentation. Optimizing inefficiency just optimizes the inefficiency, or automating inefficiency just automates more inefficiency, like I showed in that clip of wood, timber, being all these parts and pieces to make a wall. We've got 3 pieces to make a wall: structurally sound, energy efficient, and it's now time to kind of start to change the way you're thinking about how you build. When 2030 energy codes come, you're going to have a harder time to meet that energy code when this type of solution already gets you there from the start. It allows you to really be above the rest. You'll get left behind. It will happen.
Well, I made a tactical error today. We were supposed to finish at 12:45. I thought we were scheduled for 1, so we went a little bit long. You all have one-on-one meetings that start in 2 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up right now and take a quick bio break. Thanks for being here. Please join me in a round of applause for our panel today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.